believer don't have time to drag things out. He proves God. He keep proving God. Hey, Kalamon Teleke Suletaya. He will prove God until you will be the one to testify to tell Pharaoh. Hey, Pharaoh, this is but the finger of God. Hey, this thing this man is doing is the finger of God is using. If he used two, it's one finger. If he used two, the whole of Egypt will be swallowed up. You don't understand. See, a man of encounter is on a journey. What did I say? I said when you encounter a spirit, the spirit will give you his worship pattern. See, you don't need to formulate your own worship pattern. You don't need to formulate it. No, you don't need to formulate anything. The spirit you encounter will automatically insert inside of you his worship pattern. You know why? You've already missed the worship pattern. That is why you need encounter. Hear me. If you are still in alignment with the spirit, no need for encounter. It's a revival. You know what? Encounter will give birth to what? Revival. Do you hear me? Encounter will give birth to revival. It is when you encounter a spirit, you begin to experience what? Revival. When Jesus told them, when he encountered them in the Bible, and he told them to wait for him in the upper room, what was that? When the fire came upon them, it was an encounter that led into revival. And after that day, the Bible said the spirit of boldness came upon them, and they began to go to what they were never doing before. They began to do it. Encounter will make you bold, and the things you were not able to do before, you begin to do. Sir, encounter will make you bold. The things you were never able to do, you begin to do them. Encounter will inspire you. There is an inspiration in encounter that is above the inspiration of man. Hear me. Man can only teach you limitation. It is what man knows he will teach you. A man without encounter, a man with encounter can teach you the burden of God. You know why? Because it is from encounter you know the burdens of God. Hear me. It is from encounter you know what? The burdens of a spirit. Even the herbalist, the voodoo man, he knows what is God wants, because he has an encounter with that spirit. That is why the pattern the herbalist used to worship his God is not the pattern we use. Because when you encounter a spirit, the spirit will automatically give you his worship pattern. He will give you his worship pattern. See, don't formulate the worship pattern. That is why somebody will be carnal. You will be carnal. You will tell me you encounter God. You are singing a carnal song with a carnal lyrics. You are telling me no, anybody can be used, sir. If you have an internal encounter, it will display in your heart words, sir. There is nothing like God. God sees the inside. God watches the heart of a man. It is the heart of a man, sir. Your heart will tell on your physicality, sir. If we are in the days of the Old Testament, no, sir. Sir Victor, will you be saying these things if we are still in the days of the Old Testament and you are supposed to go into the holies of holies to make sacrifice, cleansing sacrifice? Will you not dye your hair? Dye your hair and wear your ripped jeans and say, no, God sees the heart. It is the heart. God says, let me go for a cleansing offering for the people and come back. Sir, you will not come back, sir. Me, I promise you, you will not come back. It is me that will hold the rope. It is me. I will see, even before you die, I will start dragging it because I know you will die. Kolebo, etiakatone, Celia. He will say, no, don't judge me. Don't judge me. See, he's already in sin, no? Whoever is telling you that, don't judge me. Don't. How did you know they are judging you? The pastor only preached. You say he's judging you, sir. He only preached. You say he's judging me. This pastor only judged me. Okay, he's telling you the truth. He's telling you what is paying you. No. That thing he said is me. He's talking to me. He's talking. If he's talking to you, then you are the one that have the problem. It is your problem. If you are the one that pastor is talking to, then you are actually the one that has problem. How do you know that he's talking to you if you are not the one that have the problem? So you see, he's not talking to you. It is because he's talking to your challenge, your problem, sir. Why don't you repent? Why do you attack your pastor? You attack your brother. No, that's my brother. I know it is me he's attacking. He's attacking me. Hey, if you know it is you he's attacking, then just know that you have been in error, sir. You have been in error. If that thing, if something tells you that it's me is talking about. There's something is wrong about your encounter. Something is wrong about concerning your salvation. Something is wrong. A foundation is fighting you that you don't know. You don't know, sir. You don't know. So what am I telling you? They will tell you, don't judge me. Even if I wear my red chain, if I dye my hair, whatever I do, we are doing it to win souls to God. I bet you, if it is in the Old Testament, and you are the one going to make cleansing offering, I will be the one holding the rope. I will be the one. Because before I hear inside, I will start dragging you because I know you will die. I know you will die. You cannot go to the Holy of Holies like that, sir. You cannot go. See, worship have been diluted. Services to God have been diluted. A lot have tempered with the worship system of our God. Sir, if you truly have an encounter with this spirit, you call the Spirit of God, the Spirit of light, and the Spirit of truth. Because if ye must worship him, you must worship him in what? In spirit and in truth. You cannot worship in your own way. You cannot worship him. No, you worship him in his own way. Because when you encounter the spirit, he will give you what? His worship pattern. You know why you will understand his worship pattern? Because while you were formed, you were a dead man. Until he breathed into you. His breath was what gave you an existence. You came alive by his breath inside of you. Hear me. In John chapter 1 verse 4, he said, in him is life, and the light is what? The light of men. So you see, by the illumination of the light that came from his life, you can understand his worship pattern and know what is right and what is wrong. So the people that claim they encounter God, the things they are doing wrong, they know it is wrong. See, don't force yourself. See, the people you are trying to correct, they know. Don't see, it's a distraction. Don't try to correct anybody. Keep pushing. There are many people there are many prostitutes, there are many drunk men, there are many people in the world, hear me. The son of an herbalist is there that needs to be delivered by the manifestation of power. Yes, sir. Let me ask you a question, sir. Do you know that the son of an herbalist never chose to be born there? Yes, sir. The same way you never choose to be born in your family. Now my question is, do you know this? The one born in a Muslim home never choose to be born there. He was born there. The same way you two never choose to be born in a Christian home. The one born in India worshiping a god never choose to be born in India. The same way you never choose to be born in your family, sir. Hear me lastly. The one born by a mad woman never choose to be born by a mad woman. The boy only grew to know his mother is a mad woman. The same way you never choose to be born in your family, sir. So hear me. Privilege found you. You should be grateful where God placed you. Where God has positioned you, but be grateful. The things you are complaining about, what if you are born by a mad woman? And you grew up to discover that your mother is a mad woman. What if that's where you were born? What if you are born in a bush and what you are waiting to do now is to inherit to inherit your father's shrine? What if that's where you were born? And mind you, wherever you are born, the God of that family will become your God. It's an automatic thing. Wherever you are born, the God of that family becomes your God. The worship pattern of that family becomes your worship. So it is not the fault of the son of an herbalist. A revivalist must rise to prove power. You know why? The son of an herbalist can only be won to Jesus, can only be delivered by the manifestation of power. For the endless expectation of the creature outweighs the manifestation of the sons of God. Hear me. The son of an herbalist can only be delivered by the manifestation of power. And that can only come by true encounter that leads to true revival. Hear me. Because that boy will remain in the bush until a stronger and a bigger power comes to prove his power wrong. Hear me. Because what that guy knows from the beginning of his life to when he's grown up is manifestation, is power. His father killed. He possesses people's children, not give. He cannot give children. But he possesses the child that a daft woman doesn't know that God can give to him. When he goes to the shrine, the herbalist will now help her to stir up the faith that she needs to have to give birth. When the herbalist help her to stir the faith and the baby forms in the womb, hear me what will happen. The spirits that helped her by the river will possess that child. That's why you see, you give birth to a marine child. The child is not bad. It is the spirit that possesses the child that is bad. So you see, the son of an herbalist grew to know that he grew to understand only one language called power. So you see, if our generation does not rise to understand power in light, you cannot actually deliver Shirines. You cannot deliver the son of an herbalist. You cannot deliver even the Babalawos. You can't deliver them if you don't understand power. Because, hear me, a man can only submit to your God, to a greater God, when a greater power is being manifested. The reason why Nebuchadnezzar will declare the God of Daniel the greatest is because he has seen a God that saved his own people from what his own God cannot save people from. Hear me, the God of Nebuchadnezzar cannot save his people from the lion's den, but the God of Daniel saved Daniel. So the Nebuchadnezzar experienced a greater God, the greater intervention of a greater God. So he has to declare the God of Daniel the superior. So only the God of Daniel will be worshipped where? In Babylon. Now, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego proved their God mighty, because what the God of Babylon, the God of Nebuchadnezzar, could not save his own people from, the fire licked them up. But God saved Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego will be announced the greatest. So you can see that people that understand power, only by a higher power you can deliver them. You cannot deliver them by main words, by the letters. No, you deliver them by spirit. Even Jesus knew he will heal the blind, then we minister to the people. Because now their spirit is there. They have seen power. What their God cannot do, a greater God has done it. When Thomas was taken to India, because Thomas was the one that brought revival to India, the gospel to India. When Thomas was taken to India, hear me, it was manifestation of power that proved God in India. Hear me, there would have not been God of light, the God of light in India. There would have been nothing like the God of light in India if Thomas had never been to India. If Jesus never took Thomas to India. Because even when Jesus passed on, he kept visiting them. There's an encounter they kept having with Jesus. He kept coming to fellowship. He kept coming to see them, to visit them. Even when Peter left and he went fishing, Jesus came. He said, cast your net into the deep. Cast your net. So the moment they caught, encounter will come with manifestation. Even when Moses encountered the burning bush, manifestation backs him up. Because to become a deliverer, you must carry the power of a deliverer. There's a power that accompanies a deliverer. That is why when Joseph was in the prison, the ability to still interpret dreams will still be there. Because a deliverer must be embarked, must be empowered. So God empowered Moses to deliver his people. So hear me and hear me clearly. It is the manifestation that Thomas did in India that made the people to believe in God. Because they were serving a God called Dagon. Yes, Dagon. They were serving a God called Dagon. But when Thomas came to India, what happened? He manifested. The room he prays is closer to where Dagon is. And whenever Thomas began to pray, Dagon will fall. He will fall off. And the head broke. And yeah, from that moment, you know what Dagon used to do? The people that worship demonic spirits and all these mammon and all these images, they don't know what the spirit do.